But you do realise that time is the most precious thing that you have. It's also the thing that you most undervalue. And this is the trivialisation of life. I believe that we are actually meant to do great things with our lives. I believe that that everybody has inherent greatness, that they can do something. They can invent a product. They can invent a new way of doing things. They can invent some formula whereby people can enjoy their lives more, or they can become kinder or more decent people, or they can provide for people in need or whatever. I believe that everyone should have a purpose like that. And what percentage of people actually do that? Almost no. Almost zero. And why is that? It's not because they're not intelligent. It's not because they don't have knowledge. There's so much knowledge available on the internet today. You don't need to go to university. You basically, anyone who really wants to find out about things can use books, can use videos, especially videos, can even listen to podcasts. It's all there.
Yeah.
It's all there, and it's mainly free, or almost free.
Yeah.
So why would people not aspire to do something? It's because there's this great smorgasbord of trivial stuff that is available to all of us, which very rapidly becomes our master. So you as soon as you wake up, you switch on your iPhone, you look at your messages, you look at your email, you send text to people, you receive texts, you go onto YouTube, go onto Instagram, you post something on social media, Don't get me started about Facebook, that's one thing which I just don't do. But how is it possible to actually believe that you're going to do something great if there's all this other stuff which is not great, which essentially is passive? It's like modern television. One of the things that I hated as a child was my parents watching television every night. And I just wouldn't do it. I used to go in the kitchen and turn up, Radio Luxembourg maximum volume, so I didn't hear the Coronation Street theme and couldn't overhear the television. But in a way, YouTube is the new television.
100%.
Instagram's the new television.
100%.
And it's awful. I mean, it's great.
But
it's awful. Because, I don't want to get religious or anything about this, but I just think people have got to do something great, and they've got to believe that their lives are important. We're not on Earth just to have a comfortable life and to make money. We're here to do something which helps other people or expresses some creativity which is inherent in ourselves. We never had the chance to do that before because people have been too busy earning their money. Nowadays we can do that sort of thing. The resources to create something new and valuable are manifold. They're legion. And yet, and I'm preaching to myself as much as to everybody else, and yet we just don't do it. And why don't we do it? Because we're too busy, and this comes back to the 80-20 principle, we're too busy doing all these things which don't matter. And how do you expect to do something which really matters in your life when you're spending so long, so enjoyably, being distracted by things which just don't matter? Does it matter whether you look at a YouTube video? Does it matter if you clock onto Twitter or Instagram? Does it matter that you send all these text messages and receive these text messages? Does it matter that you're, listening to music, 8 hours a day or more than that? Does it matter that you're in tune with all the local, all the latest trends and the rest of it? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. And these, I was going to say bad things, but they're not necessarily bad things, but these distracting things drive out the possibility of really doing something with your life. And, I just wish that we could have all the benefits of these great products without the downsides. And what it comes down to fundamentally, and you were talking about it in relation to eating, is discipline. We've got to be self-disciplined. And it's never been harder to be self-disciplined, and it's never been more necessary. And so that's why something like the 80-20 principle I can get quite evangelical about, because you need to think about it. Is this important? Would it matter if I didn't do this? And the answer is there.